Hey guys, I'm here to talk about Lost in Separation and their album Sister Moon. It's a re-release that comes out July 13th. The original album came out in 2017. Now they're re-releasing this album with 3 additional tracks. Those tracks are Ghosts, Bury Me, and Winter Sleep Acoustic. The album overall has 11 tracks and it's 64 minutes in length. This is a metalcore quartet from Dallas, Texas that really finds its inspiration in Architects and Northlane, and that's really obvious the moment you start listening to the album. You really feel like this album is heavy rooted in those two bands specifically. There are a lot of similarities with their sound and how their songs are put together, even from a structural perspective, with those two bands. That's extremely clear. Now, what I was looking for is that, do they have enough uniqueness of their own? Do they have enough of their own DNA to really try to set themselves apart from all other metalcore bands to make their music a little bit different and not just sounding like somebody else's music? They did that. They were able to do that with this album, specifically with the re-release. I really enjoyed the 3 songs that are part of the re-release. I think those 3 songs really give the fans a new look at their music and a deeper look at their DNA. I really believe that those 3 songs really show a growth in the band and really showcase where they're trying to go with their music and how talented they are and what they will be able to do in the future with their music. Especially that Winter Sleep acoustic version. I thought that was really smart of them to include that song as the last song on the album. It really allows for the fans to see deeper within the band, to see where that talent is and where its potential is and where it's going to go. I thought that was really a smart move by them to include that song. Overall, like I said, the album really has its roots in those two bands, Architects and Northlane. The songs, the sound is very similar to what those bands offer, but they've included enough in their music to really give its own DNA and its own uniqueness. This is really a band looking for its place under the sun, and I think by adding elements like keyboards, acoustic guitars, bass bridges, they did really add it enough, in my opinion. They added enough to really showcase their talent and show to the fans that while our roots are metalcore and we're heavily influenced by those bands, we have enough of our own to really create our own sound and our own music. And to me, that's refreshing, and that's what you're really looking forward when you're checking out a new band and their album. You're looking for similarities to music that you like already, but you're also looking for things that set them apart, that make them more unique, and you were able to get that from this album. I also enjoyed the dynamic between the vocals. And most of the songs they use harsh vocals, but in some songs they also use melodic vocals, and the dynamic between those two sets of vocals in the songs to me really adds life and layers to the songs, and it really combines well with the lyrics and with the message of those specific songs. It creates almost a duet atmosphere, even though it isn't, but it almost creates that. It creates an inner struggle, a dynamic between two separate worlds and how they view the struggles that they're facing that are present in the lyrics of those specific songs. So I really like that. It really added life and it really added dynamic to the song. It really allowed for the songs to move just from your regular metalcore song to become a little bit more than just that. And I really like that. I hope they continue using those two styles, those two very opposite styles of vocals in their music, because it just really works well with their sound, with their lyrics, and with what they're trying to bring forward to the fans. To me, that was one of the highlights of the album. The album was really having those two very distinct and unique sets of vocals to really give life and layers to their music and to their songs. As far as favorite songs are concerned, I have to start with Deathwish. It's a really dynamic song and one of the songs that employs those harsh and more melodic vocals. This song adds a really sense of struggle, of inner struggle. And then when you consider the lyrics and when you consider the dynamic that they created between those two sets of vocals, it adds more life to the message of that song. The melodic bridge in the middle, it's really cool, it's really melodic, but it's really melancholic at the same time. It adds a lot of darkness to the song. This is a song that it's touched by darkness and despair, and the dynamic between those two very different sets of vocals is what brings this song to life, in my opinion. It really gives texture and life to a song that perhaps if it was just used one set of vocals, it would not be able to be delivered. So I really enjoyed this song. I really enjoyed what they tried to do with this song, and I liked how they put this song together. It really allowed for the lyrics to come to life. Another song that I have to mention is Delirium. This song really impressed me on one key factor, and that was the really cool bass bridge that they added in the middle of the song. The bass really comes forward, really comes across. It's just beautiful, really cool. It's not very long, but it's a very cool bass melody that comes across. I really enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the really cool guitar riff and the cool breakdown that they have in this song. This song is one of those that I really feel that they've sprinkled in a lot of their own DNA in it. It's a really heavy song, but that bass really, a little bit that breaks the heaviness of this song. It really gives the song a second momentum. It almost breaks the song into two halves. And I really like that. I really like what they did with this song. From a musical perspective, this song is a microcosms, I believe, of what they can really deliver with the whole album and with their music going forward. Another song I have to mention, and this is the last one of my top 3, is Bury Me, is one of those that was included in this re-release. I really wanted to include one from the re-release, and Bury Me was the one that spoke to me the most. I really enjoyed the acoustic song that they added at the end, but Bury Me was one of those that really I connected with that song. I really like the fact they used predominantly clean vocals, the more melodic vocals in this song. It gave the song a very somber and dark feel. It's very hard to put to words how the lyrics of this song are so dark and full of despair. And when you add a beautiful melodic voice to it, you would think that kind of would counter affect the message and the overall tone of the lyrics, but it doesn't. It just adds to it. It adds to that despair, to that melancholy, to that darkness. It really fits well in the album. It really shows to me, it's one of all 3 songs that were added in this re-release really shows growth from the songs that were created for the album original release in 2017. But to me, this one was the one that spoke to me the most, because it's one that allows you to be a little bit more introspect, that allows you to perhaps connect with the band a little bit better, and it also shows that growth in the band and that ability to try things that they hadn't tried in the past by going almost 100% all melodic with more melodic vocals in this song. The beautiful aspect of the voice and the vocals with the dark content of the lyrics match really well and create a song that's very dark and yet very beautiful. One of the best songs of the album, if not the best song of the album, and I was really happy to see this song being part of the re-release, because like I said, it really gives hope for future releases of where this band can really go with their music and their sound. This is it. This is Lost in Separation. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you know the band. Let me know any thoughts on the album. Sister Moon, re-released July 13th, comes out. Pick it up. Check it out. See you guys.